Welcome to Between the Mics podcast, where we will talk about anything and everything. Who knows? We might talk about sports games that we're watching, what's going on in our lives outside of podcasting and streaming, motivational things that we want to share, the live streaming that we're doing, the games that we're playing, and who knows, probably some tech. But all I know is that there will be lots of laughs and great stories told. Between the Mics, you have myself, known as TheAwesomeDado online, or you can just call me Mike, and my co-host, known as FlintyTDog online, or you can call him AJ. We appreciate and are excited to have you here and joining us and listening to us as we take you through our chaotic mayhem of thoughts between the mics. Gang, welcome on in. This is a family episode of Between the Mics podcast. You have myself, TheAwesomeDado, FlintyTDog, and the Merc market as we are coming in hot and heavy. Dado's on the road this evening and the boys are hanging out at home, but let's bring them in. What's up, Flinty?
Merc? What's going on?
Did we lose Merc? Merc, calling Merc. Hello, Merc.
What's going on, buddy? Sorry, I was waiting for you to say it.
He's gone.
I was like, I'm missing something.
Good start. This is a good fucking start.
Yeah, we're just kind of winging it here. It is a family episode. These are some of my favorite episodes that we do because we just get to hang out and be the boys, right? So there's no true blown agenda. We're going to talk about some crazy stuff that's happened in our life recently. As we come through the 4th of July and other things that have happened in the past. We want to say thank you to everyone who entered in the patch hat giveaway. That is super exciting. That's an awesome collaboration between us and Bad and Brimmed out in Cleveland. So thank you to Tipsy and his wife for helping us through that collaboration. And if you guys haven't checked out badandbrim.com, make sure that you go over there and see what else Tipsy has to offer. But if you didn't get a chance to win, the winner was announced, and that person received a direct message from us, so they know who they are. The hats are dropping on the website, should be live and for sale right now as you are listening to this episode of the podcast. So head on over there, check that out, and get yourself a nice Between the Mics patch hat.
Oh, yeah, they're sexy as hell.
Oh, my God.
Hand wash them. Yes, don't do what I did.
Don't be like Flinty and just whip it in the washer and be like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, it don't turn. Just hand wash it. Don't do what I did.
Supposed to wash those?
Well, mine was all black and I had sweat stains. Like it was bad.
I need to wash mine.
Don't wash it.
I can't imagine. You didn't have it for that long. How much are you guys sweating down there? Holy cow.
I soak it like all the way through every time I wear it, basically. All the way through. Yep. It's dripping off the brim. We're experiencing some stuff down here.
I don't know if we're going to have like the face cams up. That is just part of it.
Holy cow.
Mine looks like that too, yep.
Yeah, that's my work hat. That's the fire department hat.
And mine's
up
gray
here where
too,
my
so
hand is, it's 10 times worse.
Mine's gray, so you can see it like slowly creeping up the cap too as my day goes on. Yep. It just slowly soaks it.
You know when the 3-hour mark is, the 5-hour mark, it's like...
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see? Exactly like that. You can see it kind of creeping up.
You guys are like expelling the salt water out of your bodies. That's like...
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Doing. That's why I'm so glad he stitched it and didn't glue it, because glued hats, they tend to fall apart on me, but that stitched hat, that works out really well.
Yeah, they're hand stitched too.
He did a good job.
He's got his strong hand. So if you didn't catch the last episode with Tipsy, he explains to you what a strong hand is and why he hates his life when we ordered 20 plus hats.
Dude, I don't know how he could have done it, because like I know my ass. I would have stuck my finger every 20 fucking seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I have to know if he uses like a thimble, like the old school like piece of metal you put on your finger.
Right.
Oh,
great. How many times you stab yourself before you give into that?
Yeah, this is my great auntie's thimble.
Yeah, I went into my grandma's house and I took her cookie bin with all of her sewing equipment.
And I got a free cookie. Right.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Man, I feel like I'm like behind. Like I don't have anything on mine, and I've worn this quite a bit.
Well, somebody that has worked their way up the chain here, kind of.
You're telling me my air conditioned pickup truck doesn't allow me to sweat at hour intervals?
That's what I'm saying, boss man.
Listen,
And nice clean boss man hat.
you're right. I do. I wore one of my Between the Mics hats to work to like a company function meeting. They're like, everybody's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Funny you should ask. Check it out on Spotify and YouTube. Don't roast your boss because I will fire." No, I'm kidding.
You're all fired.
Can't do that. It's against the law. Can't do that. It's against the law.
Oh, I'm sure you can find something.
You're right. It's harassment. You harassed me at work. Yeah. No,
Internet bullying nowadays.
Yeah. If my guys could figure out how to get on Discord, I would shit a brick. I love my guys, but if they figure that out, there's one of them I have confidence in, and if he's listening, he knows who he is. But the rest of them, not happening. Not happening. Just getting them to answer their emails sometimes is a struggle and a half.
We had a firefighter that he has no idea what an email was.
What?
Yeah, we have county emails. He had
Sure.
not a damn clue on what to do it. And like one day he was just like, "Hey, y'all know this good thing on TV?" And we were like, "What you talking about?" He's like, "It's called YouTube's." He discovered YouTube like a year ago.
Oh?
And that's his
least he
favorite
found it
thing
in
on
the
the face
prime.
of Earth. Yep.
It's a little late to the game. Sorry, it's probably for the better. He's probably a healthy man for that.
Right. Yeah, my kids can navigate YouTube faster than this dude can get to the bank. Yeah, that's
Yeah, no kidding.
I got on
Oh,
my phone
man.
the other day, and my kids must have gotten onto my YouTube or something because it's connected. You guys heard me with the spiel of our Google House and everything's controlled, so they must have logged out of theirs and logged into mine on the TV because now it's just filled with like all of this junk of like Roblox stuff and Minecraft.
They mess up your
stuff.
algorithm.
I'm like, where's the stuff I want to watch? Like,
Merch kids do that to my phone all the time.
Yeah, they do that to mine too.
Miss
It's all messed up.
Rachel, she's a jam. Like she's a vibe. Like let me tell you that. Like I'm learning sign language from her.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Flinty's sitting on the toilet while learning sign language.
The wheels on a bus go round and round, round and round. That's what. Wow, fucking. That's all, folks. Fucking Christ, English. So I went on vacation with Merc's kids and my mother down to Florida, and Bubba, he loves Miss Rachel. I could quote every episode of Miss Rachel by the end of that vacation. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of them I could go like word for word, an hour and a half Miss Rachel video, like word for word. I know exactly what song's coming up next. I'm singing it with a little dude.
Nope. I go outside. My kids get
You go
me
outside
some pics, and I'm like, nope, I'm gone. Deuces. I don't ain't listening to this. Nope.
Yeah, I gave in a while back. Like I even watched like Sophia the First. Like I've seen every episode of Sophia the First like 6 times through.
Yep. Have nieces. They say it's fun because like I never watched a single Barbie in my life. I know what Barbie fucking 1 through Amazing fucking World of the Rainbows look like.
And you're a good uncle for it.
You're damn right. Until I start
we-
talking shit about the one Barbie. She's dumb.
Which, I mean, doesn't help any. I will say,
No,
we
Go
rented that Barbie movie, and what a catastrophe that was. I don't know if you've seen that movie. Probably not.
No.
Okay,
Not yet.
well, I'm talking to the audience here. So if you've seen that movie, absolute catastrophe. Like I can get into kids movies because it makes my kids happy, and like I've seen all the new Disney movies and they're all super good. They make you cry at the end of Coco every single time. And I'm watching this Barbie movie and I'm just like beating my head. I paid money to go and rent it. So I'm sitting there and we do a whole big thing. And I'm looking at Mrs. Dado like, I'm going to run through a fucking wall. This is ridiculous. Like, what is this? Like, I fell asleep and the kids are like, Daddy, wake up. It's over. I'm like, whoa, okay. It was great. I'm like, no, this shit's boring as fuck.
I think it's the best part of having somebody young like that, like his kids, because like they introduced me to Moana, and that's my favorite movie.
Ooh, it's a very
It's
good
not
movie.
bad. There's some good ones.
Coco is my go-to. That one makes
Inside
me
Out
gets in my feels.
I like Elemental. I don't know why that one is.
That's a good one.
Really vibes with me.
That is a good one too. I agree. I get excited for the new movies to come out for the Disney. I'm like, oh, Inside Out 2's coming. Yes.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Oh, they're trying to convince me to go watch it in the theater.
Mhm.
I think we should. I might have started that because I did promise the oldest one to do it very soon.
I
She
heard.
did.
Yeah. So that's where that came from. I just have to find time.
I'd like you're like me. I made a promise to R. Sandy, and I'm holding my promise. So if R. Sandy's listening to this, he knows. I promised I would take R. Sandy on a trip for his graduation present. Because Mexico was what we talked about. So now I'm texting with him like, hey, we're trying to plan because, school years get ready to start. This is your senior year. We need to plan a year in advance if we're going to go international, right? And he texts me and goes, hey, can I come over so we can figure out what we're doing? Like, yeah. And then he texts me later yesterday. He goes, oh, I forgot to have a barbecue. I'm like, are you coming or not? Like, if I have time, I'll come over. This is a vacation for you, brah. Figure this out.
Where in Mexico were y'all thinking?
Cozumel. Going to Cozumel.
Cosmo?
Yeah. He did text me. He goes, hey, I love him for this. He goes, hey, so I know that you're like being nice and taking me on this trip. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I just have a question for you. I'm like, okay, come on. He goes, would Hawaii be in the cards? I'm like, fuck no, Hawaii's not in the cards. No.
No. Get the hell out of here with that. Hawaii.
I'm like, Mrs. Dado and I were talking about him. We're like, we don't know if he understands how far that is. That's like a 2-day travel, and it's in the middle of the ocean. Not happening, bub.
It's a lot more expensive too. Like Hawaii is not a cheap place to go. Like especially compared to somewhere like Mexico or even the Caribbean.
Right. Well, given the option, we could go to Mexico or take like a cruise through the Bahamas, through St. Thomas, all that jazz to go see multiple ports. But I think we're going to end up at Cozumel with him and do the whole island of Mexico type of excursion before he goes off to college down by you guys. I do think he's going to go somewhere down there, which is exciting for him.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to try and talk my wife into taking a cruise up to like Alaska area, to like Juneau, some of the fjords up there. That place
Talk
is
to that man right there.
amazing.
Absolutely.
I want to go so bad.
That's going to be what, a future episode with you and Mrs. Dado?
Yeah, we got to get me back home and get her in front of the mic. But cliff notes are that Mrs. Dado, myself, her dad, and his girlfriend took a 7-day cruise through Alaska. It was absolutely stunning. Stunning. I highly recommend it to anybody. Even if you don't want to see Alaska and you have no interest in doing it, do it. Promise you, just do it. Amazing. There's so much that I'll tell a quick story of what it makes you feel like. So, coming from Cleveland area, Ohio, right? You fly, you go and do your layovers, and you get to Seattle. Huge city on the coast. Amazing, beautiful city. And the first night we're there, our hotel room, and if you're in the Dallas House Discord, you can see the pictures in the IRL things of our hotel room was looking right over the Delta tarmac. So all the gates for Delta, I'm watching all these planes coming in and out all night long, which is super cool. Then you see these big A380s come in from Hawaii because they're overnight flights because they're 10 hours. And huge planes that you could see over the gates. You could see the tail wing over the gate. You used to do that. Then you go down to the cruise port the next day, and you see this massive 1,700-foot ship, 14 decks, massive ship, and it makes the city look small. So then you're on this ship, looking at this massive city, and you just feel small. Then you start cruising, and you go out through the Puget Sound, all of these things, and you see the mountains, and they just start getting bigger and bigger, and you start to feel smaller and smaller. And then you realize that you're in the Pacific Ocean. And there's whales, and you start seeing whale caps, and all you start losing your mind, and the landscape's vast. And you come into the first stop was Sitka. You come into Sitka, and you sneak in between these two mountain ranges, and you come into port, and you feel small. You got bush planes flying over, the Coast Guard welcoming you in the rescue helicopters, all this stuff, right? And you're like, okay, this is pretty remarkable. Then you get back on the ship and you go out to sea that night and you see the Northern Lights. You feel like the size of a pinhead. You come to the realization that you are just a small blemish in this world, and it blows you away. It's absolutely amazing.
That sounds
highly
recommend. Fantastic.
Yeah. That's just the first 2 days.
Just the pictures have me obsessed with taking that trip to do exactly that. I saw some family do that too. Similar right around the same time you did. I don't know if it was the same boat or not, but probably not. I think a lot of boats they do that quite frequently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably a couple a week. And yeah, they were saying like the whales, like, and then once you get to Alaska too, you get off the boat and just the wildlife just all around you and stuff like that. And Alaska just looks like almost like an alien planet.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. We might have been on the same ship because we were the only ship in every port that we were at. And when we were in Juneau, we took the tram up to the top of the summit, which was like 1,700 feet above sea level. And Dado being Dado and disarming, I happened to find the owner of the tram that owns the thing. And he had nowhere else to go. We were on a tram going up 1,700 feet, so he had to talk to me.
Cornered him.
Yeah, right. I like to tell myself it's because of my charming personality, but the dude had nowhere else to go. And we're talking to him, and he was telling us that we were lucky because we were only one cruise in the port, and it can take 5 at a time. So the cruise that we were on held about 7,000 people roughly. So you take that, and that's like, let's say not all people get off the ship, which they don't. You have 5 of them in there. Let's say 5,000 gets off of each one. That's 25,000 people in that city just from a cruise. And we were the only ones there. So he goes, you guys got lucky by being able to experience this without all the other ships in port. He goes, it's overran. It's nuts.
That sounds a hell of a lot better than my Florida trip. I went swimming.
It was so bad.
It wasn't that bad, but like it doesn't sound like I can't say anything like as dramatized as that. Like, because like, I mean, shit, we went to the beach a couple times, went to the pool a couple times. We hung out with family we haven't seen in a while. I had to spend time with my nieces and my nephew. So it was a good time. Like it was really a good time. I had fun.
I feel like Florida's pretty cool and really beautiful, but you have to try a little harder. Like you go up to Alaska, it's just like in your face. But Florida, you kind of almost got to go looking for it nowadays. You know, you got to go adventuring to something. You know, go a little bit off the coast to see the wild. You know, the sea life. You got to go. You know, down to the Everglades. You got to work for it. Get down there and see the cool stuff.
Oh yeah, the upside of my Florida trip was basically like with me being, you know, a first responder and all that fun stuff and my schedule being all fucked up. I haven't really gotten to know my nephew all too much. Like he was still a little unsure. First night there, fell asleep on my chest. It was a win for me in my book. He was my little buddy through that whole trip.
No, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Those are the moments, right? We just got back. We always do a 4th of July trip, and typically the kids are young. So, you know, all of my kids are younger than 10 years old. And we typically take the camper down and do a river trip. And this was the first year for the kids to go. And it was super exciting. So, you're in a double kayak, and we had to split up between myself, Mrs. Dado, and my brother-in-law to take all 3 kids. Obviously, you can't put multiple kids in a double kayak. And I had my son, and he was just ecstatic the whole time. And to see that and to have that moment, with him, and my daughter had a special moment with her uncle, and my other son with his mom, and it just was super, super cool. And when we got to the end of the river, me being a dad, I always have these wisdom questions of what did you do? What was your favorite thing? What would you do again? What wouldn't you do? Things like that. I'm probing them as a parent to try to prepare them for the hard questions of life. That's my concept. But anyways, I asked all 3 of them, and my son that was riding with me, there was a guy dressed up as Sasquatch up on this deck shooting everybody with water guns. That was his favorite part. My daughter, her favorite part was jumping off of a rope swing into the river, and my other son's favorite part was just spraying everybody with water guns, because he had one of those water guns in the kayak the whole time. And as much as she enjoyed that water gun, I want to tell you what, I wanted to snap that thing like 7 times, because you're rowing, you're dealing with drunk people on the river, and then pow, hitting the face with a freaking squirt gun. Like, bro. But
future SEAL right there.
Right. The heartfelt, warm feeling that you felt with your nephew falling asleep on your chest, it's something that I felt recently on the river, just watching all of them love it and go through it.
Yeah, and all 3 of us, I mean, even Gabs, even though he's not here, fucker. We all kind of live a busy life. And those moments, like, I mean, I don't have kids myself, but thankful that Merc let me, experience some of that stuff with his kids. Yeah, I mean, dude, fucking busy life, and then you have moments like that, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you gotta do some stuff to force you to slow down every once in a while.
Yeah,
Life will get away from you.
Yeah, you're gonna get one spin around this rock.
Now it just seems like I'm a little more busier.
Oh, that's because you are.
It never ends. Never ends. Especially if you have the right personality type, and you kind of, to make it in this world nowadays, it's so competitive here in America. You almost have to have that personality type where you're trying to, every spare second you got, you're trying to cram stuff into. You never, every time, I don't know about you, but every time I'm sitting still and not doing anything, it eats at me. I'm like, no, you could be doing something right now. You need to go do that. Can't sit down, gotta force myself.
I've gotten to the point where, like, if I'm sitting still too long, I start having a freaking panic attack.
Yep. Feels like you're doing something wrong.
Something. Yeah.
Something's gonna come reach up and grab you because you're not still moving forward. Yeah.
That'd be my dad. That's what I think. If I'm sitting still too long or playing a video game, if I'm not streaming and just playing a video game for fun, I'm just waiting for my dad to come up behind me and smack me in the back of the head and be like, what are you doing? Go do something better with your time.
I mean, it's going to even get to the point where with, like, I've slowed down on my streams. It's just because, like, sitting here for like an hour and a half streaming is like, all right, I've had enough. Like, I got to go find something. I stand up and do it. Like, I have to go do something.
Oh, I get it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time streaming like that too. Although I don't put an enormous amount of effort into it, like I should be. I like doing the YouTube videos and stuff like that more than I do video game streaming. But I love helping you guys out streaming, trying to bring a little more content to y'all stuff and participate in that. That's a blast.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I started with Dado there.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite things to do. Like, if I can jump into a Flinty stream or a Phantom stream or whatever, and just be the fun second companion of running through Call of Duty or whatever, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
There's times where people are like, well, why aren't you streaming? Which is like, I'm having too much fun just being the comic relief right now. I'm doing dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because it this is going to sound ridiculous. So there's the disclaimer of when you're streaming, there's a lot going on. And when you're trying to manage the stream, the game, the chat, all of that, it can become a lot. And it can be tiring. Definitely when, you get 3+ hours into it and it's like, okay, I've hit my social limit. I've hit my ability to entertain. Because that's the goal of it, right? We're there to entertain people, and I love doing it, but there's a cap for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's like cut off at like an hour and a half now.
I definitely feel it's I feel bad for those old, like 10 years ago Twitch dudes, like early on in Twitch days, where they would, to make a living doing it, they had to stream like 12, 16 hours a day. They woke up, turned the stream on, and rolled with it until they passed out, basically. And they did it every single day to make $1. And it's not as bad anymore, I feel like.
Oh, look at Jacksepticeye now. I mean, he went from streaming that 14, 16 hours a day, and now he's like just doing YouTube shit and just every now and again popping up on Twitch.
I think AdSense pays a little better these days. Rate went up.
Sure. Yeah, when you get to that rate, I mean, when you're first starting off and you're doing it all, you have to put the grind in and get yourself to whatever status that you're comfortable with. And to be able to, if you want to turn it into a career or whatever, sure. But I feel bad. I love watching the content and I appreciate people putting it out, but I also understand when I've had friends in the past go, I just need a break.
Yeah.
Completely understand. Completely understand. It's a lot.
It's no different than normal life. I mean, sometimes you just need that fucking break.
Yep. You got to take a vacation from everything. You got to take a break from it to reset yourself, recenter, so that you can be the person that everybody loves or person that people need. For sure.
I've had to be threatened to take vacation.
I'm sure.
I was
that.
threatened. Especially by that man right there.
Yeah. So, I was like, no, you're not backing out of this. I don't care what your excuse is. You're going.
Even
damn it. No.
Even my fire department was like, no, you're taking time off. You have too many hours. You need to use them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to.
But you need
That's
to.
the tragedy. Sometimes you feel bad for it. That's the tragic part.
Yeah.
We shouldn't, but we do anyways. I don't know why.
Now that it's over and everything like that, I had a great time. I felt relaxed down there, had fun, but I was ready to be back on shift. Like I came back and I came back on my A day, so my first 24. And then I went in my second 24 because I was just ready to be back to work.
Yeah, you get that way. I tell my team that we need you to be you. So I need you to take time for you. I hired you for who you are and the strengths that you bring to this team. So I need you to foster that and keep that around. So take your time. I'm one of those bosses that you don't call me when I'm on vacation. I don't call you when you're on vacation. You're away, and everybody deserves it. Everybody needs it. So take the time, do the things. We have this joke of take the time, do the things, eat the steak, kiss the girl. Like those are the things that you have to do it. You have to try and go. And if you're not financially able to go to Alaska or whatever, doesn't mean that you can't drive to the next city and experience what the next big city has, or just go out to dinner with your significant other and just make time for you. It's all about perspective and what makes you happy, for sure.
Yeah.
So you can go walk around the closest state park.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. There's all those amazing options out there too.
Just that little break from reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, touch some grass every once in a while.
Maybe I should put motivational shit on TikTok. Listen here. Put the phone down. Before you do, like my stuff.
Go out and touch a blade of grass. Fucker.
Hang on. Finish this video real quick and then go outside and touch grass.
Make sure you share, like, and subscribe.
Right. Because I don't touch grass.
For more
you should. Right. You're going to have to poop sometime. I'll be here.
Yeah, it's It's been crazy, like, the busy feeling because, like, now I got a second job. I just finished up a class. I just signed up for another class.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like, it's getting it. It's just straight up getting it like that. Now I'm, like, doing one-man stations and stuff. Like, it's going quick.
So it should.
I blinked and it's already, like, almost in the middle of July.
Right. It's
Yeah.
insane. But, when it comes to streaming, there's like certain things that I'm super excited about. Like we got back into Farm Sim and my past stream, I don't know what that'll be compared to this episode when it drops, but I forgot how addicting that could be. And I look down and it's like 3:30 in the morning or something like that, almost 4:00. I'm like, alrighty, gang. I need to go to bed.
I mean, we all got to get on some Farm Sim.
Oh,
yes.
Me and Merc freaking touched our tism on that one.
Say the word. I'll do a whole series with you guys. Down the rabbit hole, I'll go. That game just sucks me right in. I'm down for it.
I'm pretty good at the tree stuff.
I can't get the joysticks down to control the thingamabob.
I don't like the trees too much, but everything else I vibe with.
Oh no, dude! I'm log hauling, motherfucker. That's what I'm doing.
Hauling, motherfucker.
I take it to the lumber yard. I just fucking keep going.
He's all about the wood. We'll let Flinty go off and
careful, you might get a splinter.
Yeah, right. But we started that again, which was super fun. And what sparked my interest in it again is that the new release of the Farming Sim 25 trailer. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I am super stoked.
Show ideas. Show ideas.
There's a new one coming out?
Yeah.
Yep. It comes out, if I'm not mistaken.
Merc, you need to pay attention to Discord more.
I do. I'm sorry. I'm a busy man.
November 12th.
I try my best.
November 12th.
This year.
Correct.
Like a console release, not another mobile release, a console release?
Yes.
Coming. Yes. I'm double checking. November. Reading quickly. Talk amongst yourselves.
I, myself, John Deere fanboy, I got to get off of it though. I played a bunch of time just straight John Deere. I'm like, I want to go back and do like, all right, let's do like a case run or something like that. Or what's that one Swiss company that I forget how to say it all the time?
Fent?
Help me out, somebody. No, not Fent. It's like it's a lot of letters. Some of them have like dots over them where they shouldn't be and stuff like that.
Not Harshvana.
No. That's like I want to say Norwegian, but no. I gotta look that up now. Dang it!
I use a whole bunch of different stuff on Farming Sim. Like, as long as it as long as it looks cool.
Oh yeah,
I use it.
I'm a person that it has to match the farm. So, but to circle back real fast before we dive into the tism of farming, Farming Simulator 25 is launching on November 12th for Windows, PC via Steam, and the Epic Game Store for Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5. Again, that's November 12th of this year. So, that's super exciting.
Yeah, we already know where the fuck I'm going to be on my free time.
It's like right around BO6 too, isn't it?
Yes.
I think October is BO6.
October 25th is
that like the pre-release.
Yep.
So what do they call it? Beta release?
I think it's the full release.
Full release?
I think it's full release on the 25th. Yes.
Are they going to do like a beta release like they did on MW3?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that was kind of a shit show. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Hopefully they keep their promise. I'm so tired of the way Call of Duty is right now. I hope Black Ops 6 revives it because I already pre-ordered it. I spent way too much money on it already. I did
course
that
you-
with every past 6 Call of Duties, and I've said the same thing. I always have high hope.
I roast you every time for it too. I'm like, they just snatched your money again, didn't they?
Yep.
They say that we're pre-order. Flinty's on it.
I'm already on it.
Hot.
over there putting and pecking his credit card numbers into.
They already know it. They already know it.
First
this
man to get
guy.
a second job.
Yep. That's why I had to get a second job. My hobbies are expensive.
Black Ops 6.
All the best ones are. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I'm have to eventually, because I know if I don't get it, then I won't have anybody to play with because all you guys will be playing it.
Yeah, I know for a hot minute I'm going to be doing the farming sim. I know that.
I'm excited.
Well,
about it.
I think BO6 comes out like you said like a month earlier, right?
It comes out on October 25th, and then Farm Sim comes out on November 12th.
2 weeks apart. 2 weeks apart.
Mhm.
It's gonna be
both
a
have-
busy November, December for us.
That'd be all right. I might actually even try to figure out how to use this video editor and actually start launching some YouTube.
Ooh.
Do it. I'll even help you out. I mean, I'm not exactly a professional at it by no means, but it's not as hard as you might think it is. They make it pretty easy nowadays. They got, unfortunately, all the good software is you got to pay for it, but it's not exactly expensive either. And they make it pretty easy. Once you like figure out where all the effects are and everything like that, that's the hard part about figuring it out. Is like, all right, there's something I know I want to do. I just got to figure out what buttons to push to do it. And once you figure that out, which takes like 30 seconds, it's simple.
I don't know.
Drag and drop.
I found some, free one on Google.
Which one is that? CapCut?
Video
he's-
Pal.
Oh,
And if you're doing shorts and stuff like that, there's a lot of apps out there like TikTok and stuff like that that allow you to do shorts inside their software and stuff like that for free. And there's some benefits to that, like not having to worry about the copyrights for music and stuff like that.
We're gonna have to like pump the brakes a little bit because I also just got my acceptance letter and I start college the 15th
Oh,
this month.
like next Monday.
Yeah,
that's a week,
that's
that's
like
a week
my-
from today.
that's my new student orientation day.
Oh, you have to wear a buttoned-up shirt all the way up to here, pocket protector, and just go in there like.
For what
hey,
I'm going for, I'm pretty sure that will not fly.
Do it.
Because I didn't realize, like, I don't understand financial aid stuff, but the guy broke it down pretty good. I'm like not paying shit for college.
Oh, you will
For
over
now.
time, right?
First responders,
Oh,
where the state that I'm in, they pay for your college.
You
only
pay
thing
for
that came-
taxes, right?
Yep. And
They getting it one way or another.
they're getting it one way or another, but apparently there's a grant down here that I got approved for, and it paid for all of it.
You got like the education lottery, Pell Grant, stuff like that. There's a
Pell
lot,
Grant,
a lot
yeah.
of stuff.
Yep.
It's not as bad as most people think.
So I mean,
But
I'm
that's
cool
why-
with it.
That's why it gets so expensive, though, is because there is all that stuff. Most people ain't paying a whole lot out of pocket. So they don't care how much it costs,
Yeah.
So some colleges are jacking up that price.
My first tuition or my first semester is like $22,000.
Jeez,
Golly.
you're gonna be
Yeah,
real
that's-
educated over there.
Oh God,
you better
no.
not. You better not bail out because it's a free education. That's a lot.
No, I'm just gonna learn how fucking busy can be.
Mhm.
No kidding.
Because the next 6 months is gonna be fucking insane.
Well, you've got 2 jobs, and now you're starting college.
Yep.
You continue your education. That's ooh,
And plus,
doggy.
I still go to school in my job for
Yep.
fire certifications.
One of my favorite sayings is a boring life is just boring. It's got to send it, buddy. Keep going.
Yep. I'm happy with like 6 hours of sleep, 4 hours of
It
sleep.
sounds like you're about to have 3.5.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Well, do it now before you got stuff like kids and a wife that will want to soak up some of your time too.
I think that's
That's
why
where it
I'm
gets
like
hard.
chucking along with it, taking full advantage of the the single life.
Grasp every little bit of youth you got left.
Yeah, you young buck. No.
I do not feel young at all. You both can see my face right now. I do not feel it at all. I'm pretty sure if I take my hat off, somewhere if I have hair, it's gray.
Are any of us really that young anymore?
No. I stopped at the grocery store to get some alcoholic beverages for the holiday weekend, and this nice young lady comes up to me and goes, "Are you under the age of 40?" I look at her. I go, "What is this, a new law?" She goes, "I have to ID if you're under the age of 40." I'm like, "What do you think?" She goes, "You're probably like 39." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa. Here's my ID." I'm not.
And so that work life and caffeine are catching up with you.
Yeah. I also had a barber tell me, I'm getting my hair cut, and he goes, "Man, you got a lot of gray hair for a 30-year-old." I'm like, "Wow, that's fucking ballsy."
I got something coming in right on the right side of my head. I got some coming in too.
Dude, the last time I seen you and you had your beard full, dude, there was just a patch of gray hair.
Mm-hmm. I do it myself too.
I was shaving my head the other day, and like just on the back of my head, nothing but gray hair. I was like, "Yep, I'm staying bald." I can't even grow hair as it is. So
I feel like I got lucky. I'm like nearly 30, and I haven't really been losing any hair yet. So hopefully I got lucky. I don't know yet. No,
fucking ass.
Some of my family has hair loss, and some of them don't. I'm hoping I got the magic ticket to that one. Keep my hair till I'm 60. If I make it that long.
Right. I mean, we could be like Dado and just now start growing a beard.
Listen, Bub.
No.
It took a while until I was 27. Yes, to be able to grow a beard. 7. Lick my. Anywho. Yes. I did talk to my dad for a whole long story about my life prior to, but wasn't talking to my dad very often for a while, and I show up at camp one day and I have this, and my dad goes, "What the fuck? What?" He didn't know what to do. He was like, "What? Who are you?"
I know.
Is it still patchy, or is it filled in?
You have one spot right here, like won't grow in. Other than that, it's fine.
Dude, he used to get so mad in high school. I'd have just chops. Because I used to rock the button chops in high school. Just straight up chops.
He thought he was going to show up on a Harley.
Damn straight. I want to get a Harley.
Squirrel.
I shaved until I was like 20, 21 before I stopped shaving. And then I didn't even know how good of a beard I'd really have until I stopped shaving around 2021. And then I got blessed with that one too. Although it's red. I don't know why I got brown hair on top, but my beard is like red.
My brother-in-law, he's got the same thing.
I don't even know where that came from. I'm like
wait,
Portuguese and
is it dude that I'm thinking of?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got like leprechaun red.
Yeah.
Facial hair. Like it's like red. But if I shave, I have like a complete baby face. Like it's like baby face. This is Dad. I was like, "You should just shave it and leave the mustache." I'm like, "I don't work in the fucking fire department." And no.
Whoa. What the hate breaks.
Shots fired.
Hey, see, I can't. Like, I don't know if I should say this on live or not, but if I grow my mustache out, I should not be 100 feet from a school. I cannot grow just a mustache. I cannot have it. I need the full thing.
I look all right. I look like one of those like late 80s, early 90s army dudes with the mustache. You know what I'm talking about? That look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too bad. I got the right head shape for it.
I don't have my wallet, or I'd show you the one with the mustache.
I remember a Patreon episode. Flinty grows a mustache.
I'll grow one out. By the time we record the next one and we get everything squared away with what we're trying to do, I'll have a mustache.
Are we doing a podcast where we show photos of Flinty? Because I
No.
need to be there for that one. I
No,
need to
God,
be
no.
there for that one.
No, because Dado knows which one that we're going to be talking about, and I'm not doing the jean jacket. No, the fucking late 90s, early 2000s. No.
Yes.
I got all the kid photos, all of them. They're all in my possession.
Yep, he's got all the dirt.
Oh, I probably have photos somewhere in my Google Photos of things that your mother didn't even know you did.
We're gonna keep those locked up. I know which ones you're talking about.
Find out, bud. Find out.
I mean, wait. Oh no. Oh, this is no. We're gonna keep those private. I mean, if we get a Patreon going, make sure y'all go check that out and pay to see those because I will profit off of those ones.
They're worth it.
They're worth it. Just know my ass might be somewhere in a few of them.
Oh, I almost tried to sell them to NASA. That's how much the moon's showing.
Oh yeah. Did you remember the one time I accidentally posted one of the pictures on Facebook?
Yes,
and like my entire family, my entire family called my mother. It was like his ass is everywhere. Like, I mean, you could even see like, area through legs. Like, see
the whole thigh out.
Six.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh man, I've done some dumb shit.
See, so you don't want to fuck around and find out what I got.
Oh no, I know exactly what you got.
I forgot you used to like doing that. You might even have one or two of those laying around.
Oh yeah, 100%. I still do it.
He's out here winking at people.
Yo, yeah. With that brown eye. What are you talking about?
I think there was a time where you almost fell out of the front seat of my truck because you were sticking your ass out the window.
Yes, there was because Big Head and his partner in crime, I can't even remember what his name is. We were leaving school, and I was literally mooning them. And I was hanging out, so like my torso was on top of his truck, and I was leaning out, and this asshole guns it a little too fast, and I didn't have anything to grab onto because, like, the fucking roof, and my hands just slid, and like I grab into the cab and grab the oh shit bar, and I'm hanging out, ass just dragging along everywhere.
Woo!
That was some good times.
And mind you, I'm the only person that had that truck at that school, so it was very clear who the hell it was.
Oh yeah, the two numbskulls that are always together.
Don't mind us.
Yeah, I'm just, mooning everybody. And there was like, 6 or 7 classrooms right along that one wall?
Yeah, right where the road was? Yeah.
Oh, quick little squirrel moment. Do you remember the freaking baseball slide from the freaking school cop? Whenever BJ and Big Head.
Okay, yeah.
BJ and Big Head got into the little scuffle outside, and like that really goofy looking security guard went just came in and baseball slid in between them and threw Big Head. Yeah.
It's like, hey, bro, chill out. Like, it wasn't that serious.
Dude, he came in hot.
Oh.
And like they weren't even like fighting. They were just like fucking with each other. And like it got a little heated a little bit, and they started pushing each other. Like,
and then right in a second, he came through and took that kid out.
Came in hot.
He's been practicing that in his basement. That's what he was doing.
He is one of those security guards that live in his mom's basement. And I hope one day you find this motherfucker. I don't like you.
His whole life leading up to that moment.
Dude, he was waiting for it. Like in the basement, he was just eye of the tiger. just lifting that 4-pound weight. Just, I'm going to get them high school kids.
When the time comes, I'm gonna be ready.
Right. This episode of Between the Mics brought to you by Airline Hell, as we are taking first class trips there today.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I've already secured my spot.
Dude, you got me for a second there. I was like, wait, is he doing an actual ad read in there now? Like,
If we got sponsored by an airline, woo!
Oh man, that'd be nice.
I was like, man, I really gotta check into their Discord. Jeez.
Hey, Spirit Airlines, help me out.
I'm telling you to pay attention.
Yeah.
Shit.
Delta. What you saying? What you trying to do?
Right. It's going to be like French Air. Like we're going to get some random airline that has nothing to do with us.
It's like Air Arabia. Something.
Bali Air. Instead of Bali,
total, like 24 planes.
Yeah, Alaska Air. This segment of Between the Mics podcast is brought to you by Bali Air. If you'd like to visit,
Dude, Alaska Air would be a lit one. That's one I would like to get. If I go and get up to Alaska enough, doing like climbing mountains up there and stuff like that, get like an Alaska airline sponsor, that'd be awesome.
I want to
Dude, they got all the planes. They got like all the way down to like bush planes and stuff.
it's like 175 bush planes in their fleet, I think, something like that. Some crazy number. It's nuts.
Jesus.
So we'll give them a free spot. This segment of Between the Mics podcast brought to you by Alaska Air. If you're trying to get to Juneau, Ketchikan, Sitka, Skagway, anywhere you'd like to go, please make sure you check out Alaska Air and tell them Between the Mics sent you.
You damn right.
Yeah, if all you have is a set of coordinates, we can get you there.
Right. As long as there's water and or a hard landing surface, we got you today. Maybe not tomorrow. The weather's going to change, but we got you today.
We really need to clip this and just send it to them.
Yeah, I've heard stories of them going out to a specific location and like kicking out or like throwing out packages out of the freaking window. Like they're not even landing; they're just like kicking stuff out the back of the plane, like these giant sleds and stuff like that, letting them land onto the snow or something like that. And
here's your ramen noodles, Frank.
Alaska's just a different place, dude. I don't want to go so bad.
There's a thing on TikTok I watched. There, like fire watch guys on like the border of them, on the border of Alaska and shit. Dude, that would be so cool. Like they do like a month stint in these fire towers.
I saw 3 month sets. That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
They get dropped off by Hilo, and then they have like all these packages and insane amount of supplies, and then they stay there for 3 months and radio in every day and report fire, no fire, blase. I agree. You do it. Give me 3 months and a rock.
Yep.
Hell yeah. They still do that, or do they still like satellites now? Satellites and airplanes. They
still people.
Yeah, they still do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heard in like Washington there, I was reading a story about, I think it was Washington, somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. They were like retiring the last fire watch tower. And I was like,
really?
Oh man. Yeah.
Why would, in the place that gets the most fires, let's get rid of it?
Well, they do it with airplanes and satellites now for the most part. So it was like too expensive to run where they put people up in those towers, had to maintain the towers and everything like that. And whatever reasoning they gave to not give people that job no more, even though it was pretty cool. But I could definitely see in Alaska they still doing that up there though.
That'd be so much fun.
Wouldn't it be? Just like wake up to like a moose out right outside your window.
Right.
Well, these guys are like 80 feet in the air, or 100 or so feet in the air, just in a giant tower.
You look down at the moose.
Right. Hey, moose.
Fuck you. Where's my
fuck you, moose?
I would be like the person that lights a fire on top of the mountaintop just to like send signal like they did in Lord of the Rings, just to across like there's a fire.
No, that's just Dado.
Right. I'm bored. Somebody come hang out with me.
No satellite phones, no ham radio, nothing. The smoke signals.
Right. I am hungry.
I've seen those guys. Some of those towers are like equipped with like Wi-Fi and all that shit. Yeah, they got like Sky or whatever. Freaking what's his name's? No, I almost said Skynet.
Elon's whatever thingy.
Yeah. What is it called?
Space.
Not
something.
not
I don't
Spacelink.
know.
Is it Spacelink?
Starlink. Yep, that's it. Welcome to the segment of where we all just have a freaking moment.
I almost got Starlink. I was like, I was running on satellite internet for a long time, and at the time back then, you had to like put in for Starlink, and you had to wait 6-9 months for them to enter you in to actually purchase your dish and everything like that. And finally, a Spectrum guy knocked on my door, which if you knew where I lived, would sound like the craziest thing. So a Spectrum guy knocked on my door, was like, "Would you like internet?" And I was like, "Well, I thought you'd never come." Get like stuck in my front. Yeah, he was getting stuck in my front yard and everything like that. He brought the wrong kind of car. He brought like a little Toyota Corolla or something like that, and just sunk it in my road.
Merc is what you would call Shrek. He lives in the swamp.
Yeah, real deal out here. But so 2 weeks after they did the Spectrum install, where I got fiber optic, which was crazy. We got fiber optic out here. I still can't believe it. But we got fiber optic out here. 2 weeks later, Starlink sent me my email so I could order my dish from them. And I was like, "Oh man, you almost got me."
You almost suckered me into that one.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you look at things like that, and I don't live in a rural area, and sometimes I swear my internet can't even keep up to just send a message. I'm like, come on, what is the deal?
The peak times, man.
Well, the peak times are when I want to be on my shit.
Yeah, that's the problem. So does everybody else.
Well, I guess we got to shift the streaming times to not.
I actually haven't had any massive issues except for today during stream. Like everything cut out.
It just dropped on you?
Yeah, stream stopped and then my Xbox stopped, but Discord worked.
I think that was like a server node went out on you, like why only half of your stuff went in, the whole thing, like one connection somewhere.
Because my phone wasn't connected. Yeah, my phone wasn't connected, but Discord on my PC worked.
Are you hardlined in to the PC?
No, the hard line is going to my Xbox.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Priorities.
I was gonna say.
I hate taking 9 years to fucking download a game. So like I'm running 600 megabytes a second straight to my Xbox right now.
Well, the next thing you need to get is another router. Put it right there by your Xbox, and so you can get another. I'm going to be moving my cable.
Office here the next couple of days.
Moving your office? Where?
Yeah, into my bedroom.
Oh, we get to see the Flinty bed.
No. I'm going to position. I'm going to position it better where it's not like that.
Now introducing FlintyTDog's OnlyFans.
Exclamation OF.
Catch me live at.
He's done with Twitch, folks.
There's a young firefighter that needs a roof over his head.
Oh.
So I'm gonna give up my office and move everything into my room. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but
you have to be sitting on your bed to play. We're just gonna have a face cam of Flinty laying in bed.
I got an idea. Just keep the office where it's at. Get a set of bunk beds.
Set of bunk beds? No, I'm good.
You could put it in the closet. No, I'm kidding.
My closet's not big enough.
Oh, that's.
Well, maybe. No, I think I'm going to get a portable air conditioner unit, and the little workshop I have. I'm just going to, put AC out there.
There you go.
And spray foam it and insulate it because that's going to be my actual office after college. So
Yeah, do it anyway.
I'm gonna need it during college.
Yeah, I'm probably going to need it during college.
Yeah, if you're gonna have 2 firefighters living with you, you might need somewhere to go refuge and hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially me being the oldest out of the 2.
Right? Sure.
And we start having to study for your macroeconomics class, and you're like, oh god, I really need to go to a quiet place for this.
I need a quiet place to call a friend. What the fuck do I do?
Hated that class.
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea what I'm getting into. So
I haven't done it all the way through myself, but usually the way it goes, at least from how I understand it, it's boring at first. You're doing a lot, not a lot, but you're doing classes that you don't necessarily want to do, but you have to do for your degree anyways, like English compositions, just stuff like that you don't even care about. And then as time goes on, you start doing more and more like specific things you actually want to learn about.
ChatGPT.
That's how you get kicked out of college.
Yeah. They're pretty serious about that.
Oh, no. I'm just joking. I'm getting a bachelor's. I think it's a bachelor's in business, and then my gunsmithing stuff.
We have this whole software built around doing like catching cheaters and stuff like that. Is pretty good. Unfortunately.
I work for the government, and I'm here to make sure that your systems are working to catch me in the fact that I was using.
There we go. I got to make sure it's good.
Right.
Was it Reagan that said the scariest words are from the government, and I'm here to help?
Yeah.
That's going to be Flinty. He whips out of whatever badge he has, but listen, I'm here because you guys are frauds. No,
I think it's going to be fun.
It was exciting. It's super exciting. I'm excited to see you move the studio into the office, not because I want to see the bed and give you a hard time about it, but if it happens, it happens, to prepare yourself.
You're going to get some LED lights for that room? Ooh. Set up the TV and everything like that for your streams?
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, man. Come on. It's like, I'll buy them for you. Send them to you. I think it's a cool look. It's not a bad look, man. Hey, Dado, you do that too, right?
I have them in mind. Yep.
I don't
know. You
have
them set just behind the screen?
Behind the screen, and they wrap the desk, the backside of the desk, so they glow up the wall.
Yeah, I want to get rid of the 55-inch TV I'm playing on, and then get like a 27, 30-some inch monitor.
Yeah, when you're sitting
on top of it,
it's
Oof. I mean, it's like I'm touching it right now.
Jesus. No wonder why you can count how many bullets are left in your magazine. Jesus God. When you're playing Call of Duty, you're like, I got 2 left. It's because
yeah, I could literally hold it.
I tell you what, like games like Hell Let Loose, it's the bigger TV, the better, I feel like. For that game, you really need it.
Yeah, you kind of need to see the people in the weeds.
See, like you're just looking at a little pixel, and you're like, I'm gonna get them. That's usually that one little pixel that gets you. You just run for 20 minutes, and then you see a little pixel kind of like appear and gone. Hear that little like when a bullet strikes the metal helmet, that sound.
Yeah. I uninstalled that shit, and you can't even play it anymore. Done with running and dying later.
I'm gonna play it as much as I can until November hits, and then I'm gonna jump on the BO6 and farming sim with you guys.
Hell yeah!
It's definitely gonna hit the streams pretty heavy for me.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Those are some pretty lit games. Are you guys gonna do zombies, or are you just gonna do like multiplayer? Do you think Black Ops is gonna bring something new that they haven't before? Try to like lean into Modern Warfare's kind of realm with like the Warzone type thing or anything like that?
It would be dumb if they didn't lean into the Warzone thing. I feel like that's a huge play for them right now.
I had an idea that they dropped DMZ as an idea because they're thinking about reviving it in Black Ops. They're like, don't even worry about it. We're going to hand it off to the Treyarch dudes, let them rebuild that game, that idea of DMZ, and hand it off to them. That's why we didn't see it in MW3.
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. There'll at least be zombies. Do you like zombies?
I've never played zombies.
Really?
Not that I don't like it. I just never played it.
I like the round-based stuff.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Just never had interest. Like I don't know. Like I always played like multiplayer, like gun game, those things that are like inside of there. But I've never went and played zombies. I don't know. Never sparked an interest for me.
Fair enough. I got hooked since the first one. War to War hit. I finished the campaign, heard that sound, and I was hooked ever since. And I've always wanted to play it.
Yeah. Zombies have always been like one of my favorite things, except for I'm not a big fan of what they got going on in Modern Warfare 3.
That's it's something different. It's not the same. It's not that bad. I like it a little bit. You definitely have to have some friends who are into it. Definitely can't solo that one, but it's not the same. It's not it's not exactly Call of Duty Zombies. Something similar. They rip some stuff off, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Have to try it out if it's in Black Ops 6 for sure. But I'll be face first into farming sim for sure. So I'm super excited about those coming out. I'm sure that you'll see myself, Flinty, maybe even Merc. Maybe we'll get him back to streaming a little bit. Maybe we can drag Gabs into it because we know he likes to stream like, I don't know, a quarter a month, like 5 minutes, show up and then disappear. But I'm super excited about it, and I know that I've had a blast this evening hanging out with you guys as we round out a family episode here. Again, gang, thank you all for the love and support as we are launching the custom patch hats for Between the Mics made by Bad and Brimmed. Make sure you go and check them out at badandbrimmed.com and give Tipsy some love on the Twitch. Hang out with him. Come hang out with us on Twitch, in the TikToks, all that happy jazz. Fellas, I appreciate you. And gang, we'll catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.
See you.
See you guys later.